what allowed Atlanta to get back in it, especially while Trey was on the bench?
A lot of mistakes, lack of urgency and killer instinct. And, I mean, you can only say it so many times. It's put our foot on the pedal and 20-point lead. We can get them out of here the first 3 minutes. Blah 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 blah. But you come out and don't execute the play, foul a shooter, get a technical, give up 2 walk-up threes, and it's at 12 or 10 within 2-3 minutes. Obviously, you give them life, and it's not good enough. That's why I said to the group, you get a win, but you can't play Jalen and Fred 22 minutes and a half to squeak out a win.
Coach, I think in the first quarter it was tied at 16, and then you brought in Steven, and then you guys scored them, I think, 24 to 10. Just having that Steven and Alp lineup, how much of a plus has it been for you, and just seeing how to create advantages in games?
Yeah, it's been big. It's obviously the numbers show it. You can see it, obviously feel it. They do things really good on both ends. Offensively, they work well together and pound the glass. Defensively, especially against Young, a guy that's prolific in the pick and roll, our zone kind of took him out of rhythm a little bit. He got some late buckets, I think, to have 13 and a half, kind of in transition. But them in zone, their communication and, like I said, rebounding has been really good. But those two as a tandem, something we've seen, we like, and obviously we'll use going forward.
Was a late scratch. Do you have an update on him? Is that something that just kind of popped up before the game?
Yeah, he was warming up and had some stiffness, and I'm not sure what the area is. It's somewhere in the lower ankle, Achilles area, whatever. But don't quote me on that. But had some stiffness there and tried to warm up. He felt it obviously going out early and tried to do a warm up in the layup lines, and we didn't want to push him if he wasn't confident in it.
Coach, do you see any comparisons with Alperen and Steven to what you had in Boston? I know obviously Horford is a floor spacer and stuff like that, but do you see any comparisons at all in how you used those two lineups?
Yeah, I use them at times. Obviously tonight, Alpy off ball, it was kind of the help guy there. The difference is, we switched a lot more with Robert Williams or Al at times, and we're not doing that with Alpy or Steven, and so you don't have that luxury, but they work well together. And then offensively, it's more of a old school big tandem, high-low, dunker spacing and all that instead of a spacing the floor. They're not the shooter that Horford is. So some similarities with the bigs that I've had my whole career in San Antonio, whether it's Thiago and Tim, Fabricio and Tim, and all those things we did, LaMarcus and Tim, but a little bit different how we use them.
How do you monitor when a player is hot, or like when they get on a roll like Jalen? How do you monitor, how long to keep them in before taking them out?
Yeah, you got to read the game. Obviously, we have rotations and lineups that we like, but you're not going to take out a hot guy and got us creating and kind of initiating everything for us. And so you got to read the game and have a feel for it. And Jalen's very comfortable going the whole quarter. He goes 10 routinely, and so to stretch him to 12 was obviously really good for us, got us the lead. And even Fred asked, we're rolling with this lineup, let's go with this for the rest of the third. So they both played the whole third, which is not usual for us, but like I said, can't bring them back in 10 minutes into the quarter, into the fourth, and play somebody 22. You can't expect to do that throughout the season or the playoffs, and that's where the others have to step up and give them a break.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.